Hello warriors, good morning. Welcome back. It's been a while since we have spoken, so I just thought I'll just drop this video for you guys. With the new syllabus coming in, I think, there's some commotion about how to prepare for your finals and everything. So I just wanted to bring this video to you for your benefit. The video is going to talk about one thing predominantly, the vacuum of the faculties which we have to who take classes in English, at least for those South Indian students who unfortunately don't understand Hindi. So this video is going to help you understand which faculties can you go for taking your CA final classes in the new syllabus scheme, and how can you prepare for your CA finals. Now, a disclaimer before I start, this is not a paid promotion video. I have not been paid by any one of the faculties whom I'm referring right now. This is purely based on the recommendations which I've got from my students in the past, as well as those students, or at least my internal reviews of those videos, right? Before we kick off this, let me first also tell you the same thing which we told in the earlier videos about how do you go about your finals. In the new syllabus, if you have completed a CA Inter, you have a policy to do your articleship for 2 years, and after that you have to give a 6 months worth of study leave, basis which you will be writing your CA final. This is what the plan of action is right now. Yes, keeping that in mind, let's recap what we told in the earlier video as to how or when should you prepare for your CA final. If you have to go a step down, let me just tell you how to go. Like I discussed in the earlier video, it's always good to start from back and not from the front. Assuming you completed your CA Inter in May 2024. Assuming you completed your CA Inter in May 2024, as per the new syllabus, you will become eligible in the May 2027. If you are going to become eligible in May 2027, let's work back. Don't take any classes in that May attempt. The period of that, let's say November to May is avoided for your classes. What you can probably do is take this time for all your revisions, as well as if you want, you can prepare for your multidisciplinary case study, the paper which is the open book, right? Take a step back. November 2026. Now, when I mean November 2026, I'm talking about that period which starts from June 2026 to my November 2026. In this period, I would recommend you to complete 2 predominant subjects. One subject would be your IDT and one subject would be your DT. The reason I'm keeping these 2 subjects for the very end, first of all, those are subjects which are little voluminous. Second of all, these are some rapidly changing subjects. Starting with them in the first go is not a very good option, and so it is always recommended you do these subjects at the very end. Yes, so you can do 2 of these subjects. How can you do it? IDT will be taking about 2 months for you, so you can do it in the month of November and October, and DT can be completed 3 months prior. That is what the plan of action. So start with DT, then go for IDT, or start the reverse order depending on whichever faculty you're taking for. Take a step back. You're now coming back to May 2026. In this May 2026, my recommendation for you would be to do audit and possibly AFM. You can interplay between AFM and FR, it doesn't matter, but my recommendation, do AFM. The reason is because AFM is not a subject which will be much tested in your articleship, but FR is a subject which will be tested in your articleship. So the faster you learn your FR, the better it will be for your articleship also, is what my normal recommendation is. So first subject always to start with FR is always a good idea. Same logic. You will do the audit in the last months, which means from May 2026, it will be about November 25 to May 26. This is what the plan of action will be. Yes, between the November 25 to May 26, you can choose when you want to do audit, you can choose when you want to do FM, depending on whichever faculty is taking for you. Ideally, I would recommend you do audit in the very end, so which means it will be the April and May month, and prior to those months, you will be doing your AFM. Which now leaves you with only one subject, which is your FR. Which leaves you with your FR. One subject enough. I think you can justify yourself with one subject when you start off. Kickoff is always important. So it is important you take only one subject and you deal with it. So one subject of FR should definitely do your syllabus properly. Yes. With this, what is happening is you will be doing your November 2025, which simply means that you will be doing it between the period May 25 to November 25. Obviously, it will not be for the whole 6 months. It will be for some 4 or 5 months, but you understand that. Yes, so November 25 to May 25 is when you will be doing your FR, which simply means that the attempt of May 25 is for you to do nothing. nothing. At the same time, the attempt of November 24 is also for you to do nothing. The reason why you're doing nothing in this is because this is the time when you're looking for your articleship. This is the time when you're looking for your articleship. So I would recommend you focus on your articleship at this point of time. Please do not waste your time in other things. Yes. So look at your articleship. One attempt, take some rest, understand what the firm looks like, and then you can start with FR, go with audit, then AFM, then IDT and DT. And this is when you complete your syllabus to a good extent. You start with your multidisciplinary case study with the moment you start your exam leaves, and then you go forward for your revisions. You go forward for your revisions. A foolproof plan of action which will help you plan your syllabus properly, take the subjects at the appropriate time, and study for your finals. Okay, don't make the mistake of jumping too much, taking 4 subjects in a single go, taking 2 subjects in a single go, or at the same time don't be very lethargic where you want every subject to be done in your study leave. It impacts your preparation properly. Yes, it is always good that you keep doing your preparations parallelly with your articleship, because that is how the trend has been all this while. It gives you the edge in your articleship also. At the same time, it gives you more sufficient time to prepare for it also. At the same time, please don't jump subjects also. The subjects which I've given you is a foolproof mechanism. Don't, try yourself where you want to do DT or IDT first. You start within May 25 in DT and IDT, and then you go for other subjects. Not a very recommendatory policy, because then the subject keeps changing again and again, and it becomes a huge problem for you. Okay, so I would not recommend that policy. Stick to this policy. I think you will be able to do a very good job for your CA final, and you'll do it extremely well. Yes, keeping this revision in mind, let's go and understand what are the kind of faculties which we can approach for. If you want to do classes in English, please understand, if you want to do classes in Hindi, there are n number of faculties in the market. You can choose whatever faculty you feel like. But if you strictly feel like doing English classes, this is what the video for you. You can do the classes in Hindi also. There is no hard and fast rule. The only problem is if you do classes in Hindi, preparation or writing becomes a challenge, because you have been thinking about the whole process in English, and exam papers are unfortunately in English. That is why I normally recommend to take classes in English. But if you feel like you are more comfortable with Hindi, please be my guest. You are free enough to do it. The only thing is, if you are in Chennai, you may not get Hindi faculties to take classes. You will have to move the north side, or you will have to do an online class. Yes, if you are in Chennai and if you want to do some English classes, this is how I would probably segregate the list of faculties which I have researched right now, and make sense. I am not telling that the other faculties are not good, just that these faculties have created a name for themselves and are probably doing a better job right now, or students are more comfortable with them considering the testimonials. This is what the whole idea about this exercise is. Nothing beyond that. No personal corners to any faculty at this point of time. Yes, I have segregated the classes into 2. One is your face-to-face classes, one is your fast-track classes. When I say face-to-face, I mean full course, right? 2 classes can be taken in any manner. There are certain faculties who try to give you both the subjects with the simple intention that some students would only like to learn it from an exam approach, and some students would like to learn the subject properly as it is supposed to be learned by a CA. So it is your choice how you want to do it. The only one thought which I have is, if you are going to do a fast track class, unfortunately you will not be able to attend a face-to-face class. You will only be able to attend an online class, which means you will have to purchase videos. It will be a pure recording class. So understand, if you are talking about a fast track class, this is only going to be a pure recording class. Which will then become your responsibility to understand how you are consistent with that approach. If you feel like you're consistent and you can do the preparations on your own, then fast track could also justify it. If you feel like, no, I want to learn the subject a little better, a little in depth and everything, you can go for full courses. Full courses is what my general recommendation is, because it is not good to compromise with your syllabus. A faculty compromising with a certain amount of portion and letting you complete the syllabus faster will not help you in your exams, because God forbid, if something comes from that syllabus which has not been taken, you may lose marks which you were not supposed to, right? So it's always recommended to take full course. The only reason I recommend people taking a fast track is only when you don't have sufficient time, you feel like you have not planned your schedule properly and all those things. Considering you are with me right now and I've already given you the schedule, recommendation is to always go for full course. But yes, personal choices is what your decision is. When it comes to full course, there can again be 2 kinds of phases. One is a face-to-face class, and the other one will be an online live. You do definitely get recordings and everything, but not my recommendatory position, because again, the point of consistency comes into picture. Such a volume of hours, if you have to read it on your own in an online live model, you may not justify yourself, but at the same time, you'll be very lethargic about it. Let the faculty decide. Your schedule is what the best approach is, what I feel. Faculty knows how to take care of things, and though he will be able to give you the knowledge in a better and a sequential manner. So always go for those classes which are face-to-face or for online life. Keeping that in mind, let me give you the list of the faculties who are right now available in Chennai for face-to-face. And if face-to-face is not happening, which faculty can you choose for an online live model? Yeah. Starting with paper number 1, which is your FR paper. Earlier we used to have legends in accounts called as MPV sir and Prasad sir. Unfortunately, they're not a part of Chennai premises anymore, and so we don't currently have any kind of faculty who takes full courses in face-to-face model. Yes, but yes, people have right now gone to the online live model, thanks or no thanks to COVID. And so the one faculty which I have probably been recommending right now is a person called as Mr. Bhavik Chokshi. The faculty whom I'm predominantly recommending right now is Mr. Bhavik Chokshi. Mr. Bhavik Chokshi has been taking classes for a good amount of time right now. And for last I checked, testimonials come and say that recently also he had some good rank holders in his view, and he takes a class in full English, so that is one advantage to you. Yes. So Mr. Bhavik Chokshi or the classes can be purchased on an online model. You can purchase these classes on an online model. It will be good enough for you. It will be good enough for you. I think that should justify the position and you should be able to do a good job. Coming to FR, I don't recommend fast track honestly to start with. Right? No faculty can justify the whole subject of a voluminous FR in a fast track model. So I would not recommend taking a fast track. If Bhavik Chokshi sir is giving a fast track model, then you make a choice whether you want to do a fast track model or full course model. Again, my personal recommendation, full course is always the best option. Okay. So one faculty which I'm recommending right now is Bhavik Chokshi sir. If you feel like you want to take another faculty also, recently another faculty called as Mr. Sandesh Jain has picked up well. Mr. Sandesh Jain has picked up well. Sandesh Jain is from Arivu Pro Academy in Bangalore, and so you can choose any one of those two faculties. Both the faculties are doing a good job right now when it comes to FR. But yes, the only thing, if you are in Chennai, you will only get a recording or an online live model. Recommended online live. If not happening, take a recording. But this is the only options which are available to you right now. Coming to the AFM model, I think hands down I have only one faculty to recommend for you, Mr. Dinesh Jain. Now, Mr. Dinesh Jain is a part of Chennai and has been taking beautiful level of classes from a very long time. I am personally one of his students, so I know how it works out. Mr. Dinesh Jain offers you both face-to-face and recording classes. If you feel like you want to take online live, I leave it to your choice. But I mean, if you're sitting in Chennai and if you're not attending his classes personally, then what is the point of it, right? I would recommend you to take an face-to-face classes or an online live classes and go enjoy the atmosphere along with Dinesh Jain sir. A cut-to-cut concept, no nonsense, everything is pakka, and you will understand the classes in a beautiful manner, enough to take your rank, recommended classes from Mr. Dinesh Jain sir. Assuming you want to try another faculty, there is one faculty called Mr. Tarun Jagdish. Now, Mr. Tarun Jagdish does not take full courses, he only takes an fast track classes. So if you feel like you want to do a fast track class, then I would recommend Mr. Tarun Jagdish. If you feel like you want to do a full course, I would recommend Mr. Dinesh Jain. No one else. Right now, no one else can justify these subjects in an English model right now is what I feel. If there are some other faculties, please feel free to write it in the comment box. I can look at it later on and I can make my changes accordingly. But right now, this is what I think are the rulers of the market. Coming to auditing right now. Auditing again, unfortunately, there is a face-to-face class of Mr. Aarti Lahoti in Chennai. There is a face-to-face class of Ms. Aarti Lahoti in Chennai, but unfortunately, for what I heard, Aarti Lahoti ma'am only takes fast-track classes in Chennai physically. If you want to take a full course, again recommended is Ms. Aarti Lahoti. For a full course model, unfortunately, it will be an online live. Or it can be a recording depending on your requirements. Aarti Lahoti ma'am has been justifying audit for a good amount of time right now, and a number of rank holders are coming from her personal premises. So I would recommend Aarti Lahoti ma'am for an English class. Hindi, yeah, your choice. Yeah, Aarti Lahoti ma'am does take in Hindi also, so please be extremely careful when you buy her recordings. Please ensure that you only take the English recordings for it. Direct tax is my forte, so I'm going to leave it for some time. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'll come back on it later. Moving to the next one called as indirect taxes. If you want to do a face-to-face classes for indirect tax, Chennai, or for that matter, South Indian ruler is Mr. Tarun Raj sir. Currently ruling the platform with no exceptions to it. Every student is right now approaching only Tarun Raj sir if he wants to take an English classes. So face-to-face classes for Tarun Raj sir. I believe Tarun Raj sir also gives you free marathons and everything, which should eventually justify your position. And I don't see a reason why you need a fast track classes for a indirect tax Madri subject. Indirect tax itself is quite a small subject, so I think a face-to-face class or a full course class itself can justify the whole syllabus as it is possible. I don't see a reason you'd have to get fast track, so I would not recommend it. In case you feel like you are okay with online and you are okay with some kind of colorful or some chart kind of model, I've been hearing about a faculty called as Mr. Ramesh Soni. Mr. Ramesh Soni takes from Bangalore is what I understand. And so Mr. Ramesh Soni has been doing this IDT subject also for a good amount of time. A little bit of a broken English, but the message gets delivered. The message gets delivered. You will be able to understand his classes to the simplest of the English possible. But yeah, you will have to purchase it online. So if you feel like you want to do a face-to-face class, Tarun Raj sir will be doing it properly here in Chennai. I think he has his academy separately, or he runs his own premises called as Tarun Brainery. You can approach Tarun Brainery. You can find it there. If you feel like you want to do it on a fast track model, I think he does give fast track model, but I'm not really sure about it. Maybe you'll have to check that part out. Maybe KS Academy is where he gives his fast track classes, so you can check that part. Coming to the multidisciplinary case study, I think this is not a subject to go for classes itself. It's a pure self-study class. It's a pure self-study class for two reasons. One is that the book is not notified. Second is that they're coming and saying every subject is covered. When you're already going to cover the first 5 subjects, 6 is automatically covered for you. If a faculty is trying to poach you for getting a multidisciplinary case study classes, something is wrong. I would not recommend you to do it with them also. My recommendation, take the book. It will honestly be a very small book when they launch it. I'm not sure how big it will be, but it will be an honestly small book. Take the book, go through the book, prepare your indexes and everything. There will be certain faculties who will help you out to prepare index and everything. Prepare those things. An open book can be solved on your own premises. You don't have to really take a faculty support for it. So I would not recommend this much. Great. Coming to the last subject, which is my favorite subject, called as direct access. Now, direct access, when it comes to English, unfortunately, do not have a full course subject right now from any faculty. The full course has a big vacuum right now. We did have a legend of direct taxation called as Mr. RSN, R. Swaminarayan sir, who used to take the direct tax subject in the most efficient manner as possible, but unfortunately he is retired from finals, and so there is no faculty who takes the full course right now. But yes, if you feel like you want to do fast track classes, I understand there are 2 faculties who do this. One is Mr. Bavar Borana. Mr. Bavar Borana is a legend from the north side. He takes classes predominantly in Hindi, but with a special recommendation, he does come down to Chennai every once in a year, or probably twice in a year, to take fast track classes. All his classes are recorded and uploaded. You can watch those classes. The only downside about his fast track classes in English is that he only takes the concepts and he does not tell you the sums, which means in classes what would happen is you would be given the concepts and then you would be given the question bank for you to prepare on your own. So that is what you will have to take care of yourself. The one downside, but I think fair enough. If you feel like fast track can justify it to you, please try it out. The option number 2 would be Mr. Anis Noor Mohammed. The next option will be Mr. Anis Noor Mohammed. Anis Noor Mohammed has prepared his own academy right now called as A&M classes, and he does do some fast track classes there. He takes kind of a lot of subjects there. His intention or idea is that he wants to make sure that the students remember the provisions more than understanding it. So it's a pure exam oriented class where you can go ahead and you can understand the subject to the extent, required for your exams, I would say probably, and deliver it to your extent. Yes, but there is a vacuum of this full course, which is where I am very happy to announce to you today that I have, after my 4 years of experience in taking inter and preparing materials for both inter and finals, have jumped and taken this opportunity to become a part of the final faculty group. This is my new poster, which has been launched recently. I am stepping into taking finals for all of you and to benefit myself as well as benefit you all. An extreme pleasure it is for any faculty to reach to the milestone of becoming a final faculty, and I wanted to take this opportunity this time. So starting October 17th, I'm going to be along with you guys to take CA final direct tax classes in a full course setup. No nonsense, no fast tracks, no shortcuts, no nothing. The classes will be prepared in an exhaustive, extensive manner where I will tell you every single topic in the most best and the funniest manner possible, which can help you enjoy the subject at the same time learn it for your exams in the best efficient manner. We're starting these classes on the October 17th of this month, of the coming month. There is a small reason why we delayed the classes. Normally I would like to start the classes in the month of June and July, but unfortunately what has happened is ICA has still not launched your modules, and so I did not want to try taking classes for something which is not prepared. My classes at that point of time would have been more from an old syllabus orientation perspective, which would have not justified my position as well as your position, and so we have delayed the classes a little bit to October 17th. As we speak right now, ICA has already launched 2 of its modules, module number 3 and module number 4, which is talking about international taxation and assessment procedures, and so eventually by October 17th your other 2 modules should also positively be launched, which means When this classes start on October 17th, we will be geared up with the whole new syllabus pattern with all the logics of new syllabus and no cut short methods. That is what would happen when we start on the October 17th. What can you expect from these classes is what I wanted to answer in this video for you guys. First of all, we're going to take these classes for about 210 hours, which is approximately about maybe, I guess, 3 months, 3 months or so. The reason is because, like I told you, I wanted to ensure that you first start with DT and then move to IDT. And so if your exams are in this May 24 or November 24, assuming it is May 24, what would happen is I would like to complete these classes by December, so that December mid to January mid, you can sit and focus on your IDT. By the time your articles gets over and you get your study leave started, you can automatically be ready for all subjects. So we are going to have classes starting from October 17th on a daily basis from morning 6:30 to 9:15, and we will ensure that we complete the syllabus by mid of December, at best by the end of December, so that you get things done faster and smoother and you're ready for your syllabus. Now, what and all will we be covering in this? Two things. We are ensuring that we complete the class by 9:15 a.m. because I understand articles in Chennai is a little complicated. Your articles start at 9:30, so I didn't want to push it too hard also. 9:15 is one we'll complete. We will let you go, and then you can have your breakfast and reach your office on time, and you can do it well. We are keeping this premises or the classes very close to your articleship offices which are in Chennai. We are right now currently located in Royapettah, which is very close to your Sitaraman bookstore. You will find the classes very close to Sitaraman bookstore, which means you just have to walk from Sitaraman bookstore and the classes will be available. I mean, the premises is available to you. If you are reaching here, then I think any other CA firm which is there right now is very close by located. Most of the CA firms are in Nungambakam, Mylapore, etc., etc. So we have kept everything of those in mind when we prepared for these classes. Third thing, when it is direct access, the one problem with the subject is that everyone comes and says it's a voluminous subject. It's very challenging. It's very difficult to read because the ICI study material is about 3,000, 4,000 pages. Other faculties are giving you 3,000, 4,000 pages. What different can you do for me, Rahul? The difference which I can make in this batch for you is that I will prepare this material or the subject into 2 modules for you. One module is my concept module, and the second module is my question bank module, or I famously call it as my solutions book. I very famously call it as my solutions book. These are the 2 Bibles which I'm going to give you for your CA finals to prepare the subject in the most and the efficient manner which you can try out. Let me give you a glimpse of these materials so that you also get a fair idea of what I'm talking about. The first module will be a colorful module on the concepts, discussing about every single provision which you have in your syllabus with no cut shots. Every single syllabus which I expect which will be there in your syllabus has been covered. If you notice the book, let me enlarge it for you for the benefit. Yes, this is how your material will look like. You will have your cover page, obviously, and then you will have your preface where I have prepared this material in a color coded format. You will notice you have purple color, blue, black, red, green, yellow, and blue boxes and green boxes, which will help you differentiate between every single line item which is there in your topic, so that you understand which ones has to be read importantly because it's an amendment for the current year, or which ones are those things which can be kind of ignored, or those kind of things where ICI has issued case laws to you, so you need to read the case laws, or some places where I feel there is something different from what ICI is doing, or there is something different which is happening in the practical world, so you should be aware about it. That would be given in green. Now, if you notice the index, you will notice all chapters which are covered is beautifully covered in a sequential manner, in the basics to the end, starting with your international taxation as well. Just one thing which I want to clarify to you. Right now, like I told you, the material is only launched for module 3 and module 4 from ICI, and so I don't have the complete set of materials. To the extent the modules are launched, this preparation is done. As and when the other modules keep launching, the materials will automatically keep changing. As we speak right now, in this index, you have 3 more chapters which has been included, which is your Black Money Act, your tax audit report, and significant changes in international taxation. These are the 3 topics which has been now included in your new module 4, which has launched about 2 days back. And so these will also be a part of your new book which is being prepared. Please don't worry about it. The moment you join me on October 17th, you will be given a full completed study material, which is a concept book, which will have only those concepts which are there in the new syllabus pattern, and none of the old syllabus patterns will be given to you, so that you don't have to relearn or unlearn anything once again. Yes, if I have to show you the material format, this is how the material format looks like. I have given some instances only, not much of it. We will discuss about it when we come to the classes, but these are some examples for you. Yes, whenever I am giving you a topic, a bigger amendment of the current year called as LIPs, those amendments, instead of putting too much content to you, I have put the content at the same time also prepared beautiful charts for you, so that when you read for your exams, you don't have to read the content so much, but you can rather read the charts also, and things will become a lot more easier for you. So that is what I have done. If you read business trust, there is two ways to read it. You can either read the whole theory on the bottom, or you can read the chart on the top, and I think the answer will automatically come to you. So you can try the top or you can try the bottom. Idea is very simple. When you get only 1.5 days for your exam leave, it is not important for you to read all the content, because you know fairly some things. If things can be answered by charts, there is nothing better than that. There is nothing better than that. And yeah, assessment procedures, these are some extra activities which I'm doing for you. These may not be relevant for your syllabus also. But please understand, as a qualified chartered accountant, it is not just enough that you complete your exams. You also need to be ready for the market. There is no point of you mugging up things when you don't get an idea or a nick of it. So there are some things like this also, where I've done an assessment procedure at a high level bird's eye view, telling you how exactly in the practical world does an assessment procedure happens. And then we get into the specifics of the concepts. This is how my whole book will look like. What we will be doing in the class is that I will be sharing out to you the black and white material. A printed black and white copy will be given to you, and in the class we will try to take highlighters, and I will ensure that you color the book in such a manner that it becomes your personal book. So I don't want to force my book also on you, but at the same time I want to ensure that you are careful about your own book. So if you do your corrections and your colors, you will have more nick to it. So I will give you a black and white book. In the class, we will sit and one by one go through all the concepts, and wherever I have put my greens, I will let you ensure that you put your highlighters, and we run the class in those manners. That's what the idea is. Looking at the book, it does look like it's something which can be voluminous, right? 4,000 pages of ICI. How do you complete in yours? As we speak today, my book is only 491 pages. Shocking, right? Yes, it is so. And 491 is not even excluding a single item from your study material. That's how beautifully this book has been made. We currently are at 491. With the new chapters coming in, I think it will increase, but not more than 520 maximum. 30 pages more is what you can take and go. 30 pages is what I'm expecting, not beyond that. I will ensure that I can bring it down to that extent. 30 pages is what we can ensure and go. 520 pages, I think, can be easily completed in the next 1.5 days when you have your exams, and you can go and score an exemption or even a rank when it comes to exams. That's what my responsibility is. Yes, so this is your first book, which is called as your concept book. Coming to the second material, we are talking about something called as a solutions guide. Now, what is a solutions guide? This solutions guide is my preparation or a compilation of all the questions which makes sense for you to clear your exams. Because while we may know concepts, it is also important for us to do sums and make sure that the application is understood. So in this book, you will be exposed to all the ICI study material questions. You'll be exposed to all the ICI study material questions, plus if you are reading study material questions, you may score well, but you may not score an exemption, because there are some things which ICI tests only in their past papers and does not put it in the study material. So this book will also cover your past RTPs, your past MTPs, your past exam papers in its gambit. This book is almost about 800 pages. It's almost about 800 pages, giving you an exhaustive list of all the kind of questions which can come for your exam and prepare you for those exams to ensure that you shine well in the exams. That's what the whole idea is. Now, if you are thinking, Rahul, 800 pages, do you expect me to read on your own? Please don't worry. The 210 hours is for me to cover both these materials for you, and I will ensure that by this 210 hours, you are done with the concept book as well, and you're done with the solutions book as well. We complete both the books in the classes, along with obviously some homework questions and everything, so that you can self-practice. But these books will be covered from my side by the end of this batch, so that you can complete and everything. Well, the last book which I will also be offering to you eventually, not right away, but eventually, is called as the MCQ guide. I'm sure you all must be aware about the fact that your DT paper has 30% of MCQs with 70% of theory, and so 30% of MCQs is also supposed to be answered. The point what I'm trying to make is, right now, since ICI has just started launching its new syllabus, the MCQ books are still not out. The MCQs patterns are not clarified. There may be changes, there may not be changes. The questions are not clear, and so I'm holding back this MCQ guide. Anyway, this is an independent exercise which will not impact your full course or your fast track. which will not impact your concept book or your provisions book, solutions book, and therefore MCQ guide is something which I'm going to hold back. We will complete the whole syllabus by this December. I will ensure that you're done and strong with the subject. By the month of Jan or Feb, when ICA launches its MCQs, we will either roll out videos on YouTube for you to take care of it, or we will ensure that you can be called to the classes and we can together solve all the MCQs which ICA has to launch. So I will ensure that all MCQs are also covered for your exam purposes and you're fully and securely ready for your exams. This is what the whole idea from my side is. Sounds exciting, right? I'm personally excited. Yeah. Now, what can I ensure for you from the class? One thing: completion of the whole syllabus perfectly, appropriately, and practically. That's what my whole intention is. Whenever I take my classes, if you have any doubts, you are free enough to look at my videos from Inter also. You will understand the difference which I make. Second, for me, CA may be a tough course, but I'm not supposed to make that for you. So my intention when I call you to the class is to make sure that the CA subject, or this subject for me at least, becomes the most easiest subject for you after you qualify, so that tomorrow when you decide to choose a career for you, half of the people at least should come to me and say, Rahul, because of you I've decided to choose direct tax as my career and I'm very happy about it. That's what I want to make an impression about. And so the whole subject will be covered for you in the most funniest manner with the best live examples possible, giving you all the practical thoughts and giving you all different nuances which you can think about differently from an exam perspective is what my idea is. We will ensure we do that in the class for you. Will be taken care from my side. Yeah. Third thing, classes will be on time, classes will complete on time, and classes will start on time. There will be no exceptions to that. I will ensure that you should not be impacted for your preparations because of our intentions, right? So those things will definitely be taken care from our side and we will ensure those things are done for you. If this is done, we just wanted to clarify to you that this is how the poster looks like. Please feel free to reach out to us and talk to us and understand if you are interested for taking this up. Clarification word is that this is applicable for both May 24 and for November 24 exams. November 24 students are also free to join to us. We will ensure that if there is any changes happening from May to November purely because of circulars or notifications and not more than that, we will put out separate videos or we will call you for those amendment batches in the subsequent classes so that you can be part of us and you can complete your syllabus on time. So please don't worry about it. The books which will be given to you will be completed books with some small exceptions. So their supplementary materials will be given to you as you come for the November syllabus as well. But if you are done with all your other subjects and you feel like you want to do November 24 direct tax attempt right away, please feel free to join us. The syllabus is not going to be changed for a significant change, so you can definitely be a part of this. Rahul, how do I join you? The number is there on the poster, so please feel free to reach out to us on this number and we can take your registrations for it. But if you feel like you want to try it out because I'm a new faculty, because you have not known to me, please don't worry about it. You only have to register yourself right now. We do not expect you to pay. Please feel free to come and join us for the first 2 days for a free demo. Please come and join us for the first 2 days for a free demo and experience the difference which we make for you. If you feel satisfied after the first 2 days, you are free enough to pay and continue further with us. If you feel like this is not going to be significantly helpful for me and I want to do something else, you can feel free to exit and no questions will be asked to you. That's what our promise is. First 2 days free. The only request from you is please register yourself if you want to come and attend us physically. If you're doing it online, that's a different story. But if you want to come and attend us physically, please register yourself first. We have limited seat capacity here, so we do not want to bombard too many people here, especially for those kind of people who are registering with us earlier. So please register yourself so that we can block your seats and let you come inside the premises and experience the change along with us. That's what my idea is. Right now, as a special offer, since it's an inaugural batch, we are starting with the lowest price which is available in the market for a face-to-face class, only 8,000 rupees, and that too all inclusive. No GST, no nothing. All inclusive, 8,000 rupees, no hidden costs, no extra charges. This 8,000 rupees will cover you the exciting classes which are going to give to you, along with the books, which is the concept book, the question bank, and eventually the MCQ book. All will be given to you in this poster, in this course. All will be given to you in this course, and everything will be done properly. What are the modes which you can join us in, Rahul? You can join us in a face-to-face model in the Royapettah premises, which is nearby Sitaraman bookstore. You can join us on an online live. The moment you register with us, we will give you the links to join us on an online live model. we will also be open to giving you the live recording. Which means if you register with us, every student who joins this will be given a free backup of all our recordings, so that even if you have to miss out on the classes for any unforeseen circumstances, you are up to date with all your notes and you're up to date with all the syllabus. No problems from our side. We will give you the whole recordings for you to watch eventually until your attempt. This recordings will be valid until the May 2024 for you to watch and learn properly. So if you feel like there is some challenges, you have to go for an outstation audit and everything, please don't worry about it. Within a matter of one day, all videos will be uploaded in the secured software which you have, and you will get access to all those videos so that you will not lose the track of the process. In summary, you can join us for a face-to-face class, you can join us for an online live class, you can get the free recordings of the class, you will be given a very interesting approximately 520 pages concept book to handle your subjects properly. You'll be given a beautiful question bank covering all your past exam questions along with all the questions which can be expected from the exam. You'll be given a whole exposure to your MCQ guide. Can you do anything more for me, Rahul? Please don't worry about it. Since I've entered the subject, I've always had a practice to be with my students forever. And so after the classes gets over, right before your May exams, you will also be given free marathons where you'll be called in the classes, and I will prove to you that we can do this whole subject within a matter of one single day, just a single day. We will sit together for a one full day from morning to night, and we will revise the whole 520 pages in the most beautiful manner so that you can use the same exercise for your exams. Will be done from my side. Next, ICA has this policy to launch case studies or case laws after the syllabus is launched. And so somewhere between the month of Feb and March, you may have some additional case laws beyond what is there in your study material. Videos at appropriate times will be rolled out to you so that you can watch all those case laws as well. If it is happening during our time when we are studying together, it will be done then and there also. So frequent updates will also be given to you. A free marathon will be taken for you near your exams also, so that you can prepare for it extremely well. And at the same time, I will personally be handling all your queries and all your messages. So personal attention to every single student will be given so that you can ensure that there is no downside from your side. Regardless of whether you're an online live student, regardless of whether you're a recording student, or regardless whether you are a face-to-face student, every single person will be personally reviewed from my side. All responses will be personally given from my side, and I will ensure I be along with you until the end of the journey. If all this is given to you, I don't think what else can I do for you. If you're still excited about this course, feel free to message us on the number, feel free to call us on the number which is given in the poster and come and talk to us. If you have any further queries or questions, you can also call me, you can also WhatsApp me on 733-8923-295. This is my personal WhatsApp number. Please feel free to drop a message to me on WhatsApp. It may take about 24 hours for me to respond back given the time frame which I have. But yes, within 24 hours, I will try to answer all your questions which you may have regarding these classes, regarding any future classes, regarding any further queries which you have, whether it is about my subject or whether it is about any other faculty subject also. The subjects of the other faculties, if you have any queries, you want to know where to get it, how to get it and everything, feel free to message me and I can support you on those fronts as well. That's all from my side for today, people. I will see you soon. I will see you very soon on October 17th along with the premises and experiencing the change along with us. Take care.